Good morning, and on today's video we're travelling to a beautiful part of Northern Ireland, up around the North Antrim coast. And we're looking today at the Causeway Coast and Glens Borough Council. And one of the jobs I have found, and it's important to understand that this is a new job that's being promoted by the council and is being opened up for potential applications. Now, this job is called the Climate Change Lead Officer. I'll repeat that again. The Climate Change Lead Officer at Causeway Coast and Glens Borough Council. A complete and utter non-job if ever I've heard of one. But there's nothing non-job about the salaries. And the successful applicant, if they happen to get this job, will be paid a starting salary of £40,476 upon entry, rising to the top of the pay band of £43,693 per annum. Now, that job would also come with quite a nice lucrative pension, along with a nice lucrative salary. But if we read down the job summary, it's basically, in my opinion, a pen-pushing job. It's someone who's there to tick boxes and essentially develop glossy brochures for the public. I mean, I'm not going to bore you by reading it all out, but we'll read the first paragraph. To support the leadership, coordination, management and development of the Council's response to the challenges of climate change mitigation and adaptation to achieve net zero targets, including research, development and performance management. Now, my views on this man-made climate change are very sceptical. I don't believe it. I don't believe that there's such a thing called man-made climate change. And I believe this is just nothing more than a hoax put out by globalists and the World Economic Forum. It's basically a tax and control agenda. It's nothing to do with man-made climate change. I believe it's a lie, essentially. But as I've said to you before, here we have a position called the Climate Change Lead Officer. Nobody within Causeway Coast and Glens Borough Council, i.e. any ratepayer, will ever see the benefit of this job here. And I guarantee there's a whole team in behind this Climate Change Lead Officer. There's a whole department now. So it's a job creation process and very little else. It's basically just paper shuffling and pen pushing. And that's all it is. And the sad reality is that these jobs are replicated right across all the other 10 councils. It's not just Causeway, Coast and Glens adopts this kind of nonsense. But you see, the reason why these jobs exist is not for the benefit of the public. It is for the benefit of the person doing the job. Nobody will ever notice any improvement because we have climate change lead officers within your local authority. These jobs have absolutely nothing to do with frontline council services. They absolutely nothing whatsoever. But the reality is that somebody within the council has signed off on these positions. And the public services are stuffed to the gills with these type of non-jobs here. And large amounts of your rates money is going to fund guff like this. And it's just not acceptable. We don't need that job. And if I was in charge of Causeway, Coast and Glens Borough Council, The whole lot would be out in their ear, looking for alternative employment, I can assure you of that. But tell me, what do you think? Do you think we need a climate change lead officer? I certainly don't. No chance. But leave your comments and have your say. And I'll see you on the next video.